Jack Harlow loves older women? And believe it or not, the most secretive rapper of them all is laying it all down for us, and we are here for the taking. We have all been met with situations that attack our strongest emotions. Emotions that keep us from telling the absolute truth. But when we are met with such situations, that makes us trust and reveal our most precious secrets. And this is what happened with Jack Harlow, the famous rapper who apparently trusts his fans so much and decided to open up about his relationship. As you subscribe to our channel right now, let's jump into the meat of this video with all the juicy details. Quote unquote, here is what the young rapper told Rolling Stone. Maybe it's an Oedipus complex. I like somebody I can learn from, and that's for real. It sounds like sly, but really, I think that's a part of the appeal of somebody has definitely seen more than me, has got some years on me. I remember one time I tweeted, I love when a girl has kids because it's like, oh, you've definitely fucking... The rapper added, what's crazy is I knew it'd be funny, but that's really how I feel. If a girl's had kids, you're like, oh yeah, you've gone there. Perhaps this young secretive man has been fallen some type of way lately. But guys, don't you agree? He is quite on a roll and we are all for the comments and his next moves, and we couldn't be excited. One can tell that the 24-year-old rapper is quite giddy and excited too, as much as his fans. But why is he opening up to stuff in his private life, which is pretty much more than what we usually get? But let's take a look from the outside looking in, shall we? First, we look at the artist that Jack Harlow was inspired by, because this must be the key. Not to suggest anything with ulterior motives, but for most people, famous or not, you end up trying to match their realities and ideas that they possess. Moreover, more often than not, it is easier to fall in love with their character and possibly desire for people like them to be in our lives. In light of this, let's see exactly what he told Rolling Stone. Maybe that's a patriarchal thing. I'm somebody that loves Nicki Minaj, loves Dajloaf, and I'm not saying that because we are doing an interview. I love these artists because they are ill. I love the way they use their voice. I love the way they write. There is something to pull from. I love Fergie. I love Gwen Stefani. But I think a lot of guys have trouble finding themselves in women's music. As the interview proceeded, the rapper added, I think a lot of people that aren't white sometimes have trouble finding themselves in a white person's music, no matter how hard it is. And there's probably white people who have trouble finding themselves in black people's music. So it's tough. It's definitely an interesting thing. How it's split like that. Well, with that said, we already see that his favorite female rappers are women in the age bracket of the women that he is willing to date. To prove this hypothesis even more, see what he said in this tweet. My weakness is women that were born in the 70s. Sorry, I can't help it. Well, that was last year, but what the young rapper announced earlier this month will confirm everything, including the reasons for his love for women who were born in the 70s. We could try to guess the reasons for his view of love and relationships all day, such as his preference for particular qualities in women, including maturity, advanced careers, a different worldview from that of women in their 20s, or even strongly founded values. But we can never get anywhere by just guessing or naming these supposed qualities. However, we can get a strong answer and a founded one with this next point. As mentioned before, earlier this month, Jack gave his fans some exciting news. At last, the star is releasing his new album. And guess what the name is? Come Home, the Kids Miss You. I know what you are thinking now. He loves women in their 30s so much, so the songs he sings target that demographic. Sounds super wild, but you can't be far from the truth. Definitely. The man is so into this type of women such that their problems, life stages, and hurdles in their lives give him inspiration for his songs. We can definitely see that the name of this album meets the criteria of a collection of songs that target women who have children, with the advent of a divorce, or are already divorced. And according to statistics, most women at this age are facing such issues. As we come to the end of this episode, please tell us what you have made of this story, and if you agree with us that Harlow's new album could explain why he is into women who have a few more years on him. In this case, our conclusion is that older women, him. So what do you think? Is our conclusion accurate? right after adding your comment about this issue. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to be present during the next video as we unravel the shocking realities that envelop Harlow's new album.